Good day, my name's Kirsten. I'm the editor of Water&Sanitation Africa magazine, and sitting next to me is Bertus Bierman, the CEO of Lebalelo Water Users Association. And we're going to be talking about the entity's transformation as well as its ongoing infrastructure projects. Bertus, Lebalelo is going through a renaming and a rebranding process. Do you want to give us a bit of detail about that?
Yes, thank you. Lebalelo is now about 21 years old. It is, has been established as an entity where the mining industry and DWS work together for many years to provide raw water. We are going into a total new way of operating where we will add potable water to it, and also a partnership, a 50-50 partnership. As part of that, it was important for us to also change our name. Because we are now in a collaborative partnership, we are changing our name to Water&Sanitation, Water Users Association. That actually means working together in Sepedi.
Oh, lovely. Lebalelo has had a great track record in terms of project rollouts. Can you tell us what the Oli Funds Management Model program is and any of its recent achievements so far?
Yeah, first, it is a combination of what government have started many years back as the Olifants River Water Resource Development Program, where they intended to provide bulk raw water to the eastern and the northern limb of the Bushveld Ignis complex. That would then meant that they would build the Whip Dam and some large infrastructure. But over years it was quite slow and it couldn't really get to a finality. So the Lebalelo came with a proposal that we actually support them by bringing in the mining industry and the government on a 50-50 basis to develop not only the raw water part, but also the potable water to the communities, where 450,000 people will get water on a yard connection basis. So that is a complete change. Government were always talking about a source to tap development of water, but with the two different water legislation, the National Water Act and the Water Services Act, there was always different role players in it. And that made it not so sufficient as where we are coming in. We're standing between the two acts, and we actually link all of that right through to the user. So that, I think that's the most important part of this program. And then what we've done in the meantime, the first project has been completed. That was the Southern Extension 2 pipeline.
Okay.
The Minister of Water and Sanitation in October 22 did the sod turning event, and in last month he actually switched the pump on at the same point where we started. A very successful program. It was only a 400 million rand project. The next one that we are quite far in advance with planning is the 2B pipeline, which is a pipeline from Vlakbeshilo Dam all the way to Magalakwena and to the mining industry at Sekeruwe. Now that one is quite a large project. It's a 7.5 billion rand project, and we are everything is ready as soon as our funding is finally signed off.
Okay.
Then that one will start.
That is so exciting, and I think what is incredible about Lebalelo is your unique ability to bring both the public and the private sector together, which is no easy feat. Why do you think Lebalelo is so good at that, and what can we expect from you guys in the future?
It is a journey. It is really a journey to get the two parties together, especially the commercial side and the government. But I think what was important is that when we changed our strategy and our purpose to improving lives through water, the whole thing started to come together. The mining industry needs social projects to also get their social license to operate on the one hand, and on the other hand, government need to roll out infrastructure to their people in a sustainable way, and they need the business to help fund. So where you coming with a 50-50 funding, but also a 50-50 responsibility to the project is quite unique. And in the beginning it was quite difficult for both parties to actually understand their role and the opportunities that it creates. But it took quite a lot of negotiation, and I think what's important here is you need to build the trust between parties. Where we started with absolute no trust between commercial, and the mining the commercial side and government, and we were in the middle of a state capturing process. So there was no trust, but everybody saw this as a entity with good governance that can ensure that both parties are protected in the way they're going forward, and actually creating the much needed infrastructure for growth in the country. Going forward, I think it's important to understand that you first need to put something on the table for others to learn and to see. There's a lot of things happening behind the scenes with a electricity project that we are looking at in the same area, making sure that we could provide energy to our members, but again also to the communities and to the municipalities. Okay. That is in its infant shoes, so it will still take a while to kick off. But what I see and what is really nice is that everywhere in the country where there is new infrastructure that need to be developed, people are starting to ask the question, but can't they do it in the same way? So I think the model is a simplistic model. It is, I think the whole thing is understanding each other and building a relationship between government and the private sector. We can do a lot more. And it's not only Lebalelo, it's open for any service providers that are dealing with infrastructure per se.
I think that's the best way to end it off. Thank you so much for spending time with Infrastructure News and Water and Sanitation Africa, and I can't wait to follow what you're going to complete next. I think it's really exciting. Thank you.
Thank you very much.